Goku's spirit appears in Otherworld at King Yama's palace, who at Kami's request permits him to train under his former master King Kai, situated at the far end of the ethereal Snake Way. Rumored to be 1 million kilometers long, Goku immediately departs. Back on Earth, the human fighters train at Kami's lookout under Mr. Popo. Piccolo kicks off Gohan's training by abandoning him atop a massive plateau with one instruction: survive. However, Piccolo takes pity on the child and provides him food and clothing, the first cracks in his evil exterior beginning to show. After 177 days and a few filler mishaps along the way, Goku arrives at King Kai's planet to begin his training at 10 times Earth's gravity. During this time, Gohan sees the full moon and transforms into a great ape. Piccolo takes care of this though by destroying the moon a second time. Vegeta and Nappa spend most of this time sleeping in their space pods, but they do make a few pit stops to stretch their legs and commit heinous acts of genocide against the Arlians. Eventually, the Day of the Saiyans arrives. Goku is wished back to life and begins his trek back from King Kai's planet. The Earthlings give it their all, but are quickly wiped out by the Saiyan Cybermen and Nappa. Even Piccolo, Goku's greatest rival at that time, meets his demise in a touching moment of self-sacrifice by diving in front of a lethal blast from Nappa. Goku arrives in the nick of time and saves Gohan and Krillin. Goku dispatches Nappa and faces Vegeta. The two fighters go all out. Goku shatters his body by pushing his Kaioken technique past his physical limits, and Vegeta's humbled by the determination of Earth's fighters. After a brawl that includes 2 Oozaru transformations, a successful Spirit Bomb detonation, and a clutch last-minute save by Yajirobe, Vegeta's finally beaten. But of course, Goku begs Krillin to spare Vegeta's life. Unbeknownst to everyone, tiny robots had been deployed by Dr. Gero of the Red Ribbon Army to collect blood samples and capture data for his future androids and the creation of Cell. More on that later. With Piccolo, and by extension Kami, dead, the Dragon Balls stop working. So the heroes of Earth must venture to Kami's homeworld to use their Dragon Balls to wish back their friends. Unbeknownst to them, Frieza had already learned of the Dragon Balls and was headed to Namek to wish for immortality. Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan fly to Namek while Goku's forced to stay in the hospital waiting to heal. On Frieza's planet, Vegeta's brought back to fighting hell. Upon learning Frieza's intentions, however, Vegeta makes a beeline for Namek. Gohan, Bulma, and Krillin arrive on Namek, but realize that they're not alone. Sensing Frieza's terrible strength, Vegeta also arrives on Namek, to Krillin and Gohan's horror, and sets out to steal the Dragon Balls for himself. At this point, Goku's mended by the Senzu Beans and takes off toward Namek in a new ship built by Bulma's father, Professor Briefs. En route, he tortures his body, training at 100 times Earth's gravity. Enraged by Vegeta, Frieza summons the Ginyu Force in order to take him out and secure the Dragon Balls. Terrified at their arrival, Vegeta forges a tentative alliance with Krillin and Gohan in order to survive. They put up a good fight, but are trounced by Recoome, the largest of the Ginyu Force. Luckily for them, Goku arrives at the nick of time and dispatches the remaining members again. However, Goku's tricked by Captain Ginyu and has his body swapped, leaving Goku to die in Ginyu's old, mortally wounded body. Ginyu is outsmarted though and swaps bodies again, returning Goku, but ultimately being tricked into the body of a Namekian frog. With his body wrecked by Ginyu's shenanigans, Goku's placed in a healing chamber on Frieza's vacant ship. Frieza, at this time, is distracted by one of the last surviving Namekians, Nail, sworn protector of Guru. Nail gives it his all, but is beaten to a pulp by the Galactic Tyrant. Seizing the opportunity, Gohan, Krillin, and the young Namekian Dende summon the dragon Purunga. They're able to get 2 wishes granted before Guru dies, deactivating the Dragon Balls. With those wishes, Piccolo's revived and brought to Namek to help hold off Frieza. Vegeta and Frieza both realize what's happening and take off toward the dragon, only to arrive the moment it disappears. Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin struggle to hold back Frieza long enough for Goku to return to full health, but barely make it. All healed up, Goku rushes to the battlefield to find Vegeta dying by Frieza's hand. In a moment of true humility, Vegeta recognizes Goku's strength and begs him to avenge the Saiyan race. Vegeta laughs that Goku's finally become a Super Saiyan, but is cut short by Frieza. Goku buries Vegeta and turns to Frieza, kicking off what is probably the most famous and lengthy fight in all of anime. Goku appears to stand a chance against Frieza, but the gap widens quickly. Even when utilizing a 20 times Kaioken multiplier, Goku's at Frieza's mercy. Goku gathers up energy for a spectacular Spirit Bomb, calling on his friends to distract Frieza. Goku thrusts the bomb toward Frieza, catching him unaware. The impact rocks the planet and gouges a massive crater. Although Frieza first appears defeated, he reappears, taking out Piccolo and brutally killing Krillin. This puts pushes Goku over the edge. With an anguished scream, Goku erupts with golden energy and light, his hair lifting straight upward and glowing bright yellow. Goku becomes the Super Saiyan of legend. As a Super Saiyan, Goku's finally able to defeat Frieza as Namek crumbles around them. With no time to spare, Goku manages to find a ship and escape Namek. He lands on the planet Yardrat, where he studies and perfects the instant transmission technique. Back on Earth, the heroes use the Dragon Balls to revive all of their fallen comrades, along with creating a new homeworld for the revived Namekians. In the year between these events and Goku's return, Garlic Jr. comes back with a vengeance, but is quickly dealt with by Gohan and the gang. Vegeta, however, heads off into space in search of Goku. Unknown to everyone, Cell in his larval form arrives from future Trunks' timeline and burrows into the Earth to hibernate for several years. Fast forward a year, and the mostly mechanized Frieza and his father King Cold come to Earth seeking revenge. A mysterious Super Saiyan appears and makes quick work of both space tyrants. This Saiyan turns out to be Trunks, the son of Vegeta and Bulma, who traveled back in time to warn Goku of a terrible threat coming 3 years from now. He describes Goku's untimely death to a heart virus and 2 androids built by Dr. Gero of the Red Ribbon Army, powerful enough to wipe out all the remaining fighters. He gives Goku medicine to protect from the virus and disappears in his time machine. This is an important moment because it officially creates the new divergent timeline of Dragon Ball, which will continue to play an important role in the franchise going forward. Everyone works to prepare for the eventual fight, and Vegeta even manages to achieve the form of Super Saiyan. A relationship forms between him and Bulma, resulting in the birth of Trunks. The 24th World Martial Arts Tournament also takes place during this time, with Mr. Satan emerging as the new world champion. On the day Trunks warned, androids 19 and 20 emerge and wreak havoc, until confronted by the fighters. Goku falls to the heart virus and is forced to retreat. Luckily, Vegeta's able to dispatch Android 19 with his new strength, and future Trunks also arrives around this time. Android 20, who's actually Dr. Gero, retreats to his lab to activate Android 17 and 18. They kill Dr. Gero in an act of rebellion and awaken Android 16 before future Trunks can stop them. Vegeta challenges Android 18, but is beaten. Cell emerges and begins consuming entire cities of humans. Piccolo confronts Cell and learns that he's a life form created from the DNA of the greatest fighters in the universe. Piccolo convinces Kami to fuse with him, granting another massive boost in power, while Krillin and future Trunks destroy Gero's lab, eradicating present-day Cell. Goku's health stabilizes just as future Trunks and Vegeta enter the hyperbolic time chamber to train. Piccolo challenges Android 17 and puts up a great fight until Cell appears and absorbs 18. Trunks and Vegeta emerge from the time chamber, with Goku and Gohan going in and challenge Cell. Vegeta has the upper hand, but pridefully